All right, we're going to talk about the very rare times that we kick in the game of sevens. We have three options: missile, torpedo, and nuke, or nuclear. Missile and torpedo are attacking plays when we have the defense has filled the line and we were looking for space in behind through a kick over the top, which is missile, or a grubber or kick on the ground through, which is torpedo. Again, we are attacking at the 22-meter line or closer, and the space has been established in and behind the defensive line. What we see here is the sweeper has filled the line, and the decision must happen between the transition player and the inside attacking player from our outside trio, so 4 and 5. They must see that the sweeper is in a line, so the space is behind the defense, and communicate accordingly. So we see here defender C, luckily for us, is still messed around with the breakdown and is trying to make a play, and the sweeper has stepped into line. So numerically, they have us 4 versus 4. The space to attack, whether we score a try or we don't score a try, is behind the defense. What must happen when we call missile and or torpedo is the outside wing and the outside supporting player, number 6 and number 7, must move as wide as they possibly can. Our outside wing must be on the 5-meter line. Their role and responsibility is to keep the ball in play. We do not want to kick the ball out and lose possession here. We want to try to force some sort of play, whether we recover or they recover, in the field play. We don't want to go to touch here. So number 4 kicks the ball over the defensive line, 22 meters to the goal line. It's a nudge. It's not a kick. Very skilled player in this position should be executing this. Again, it does not cross the try line, and it does not go outside the 5-meter line. This corner of the field, we can do a lot of things here if we attack and pursue. The reason we don't want it to go in the try line is the ball bounce is funny, and the odds that it's going to be a short try area, a try zone, is pretty good with the fields we play in. So we don't expect to be a full try zone there, so we want to keep it near the 5-meter line and inside, near the 5-meter for attacking into the try line and near the outside 5-meter line near the touch. So our lines of run are pretty important here. Our outside wing must chase down the 5-meter line, trying to keep the ball in, tip it back to number 6. We want to keep the ball in play here. Number 6 and number 5 are in support roles, and there is really, this is just hustle. There's zero rugby skill involved in this. Number 6 and number 5 really just need to go make a play and be better than defender E and F at this point. Number 4, the player who kicked must move into a sweeper position. The person who kicked it from missile must move into the sweeper position. So hopefully the ball bounce is funny, we gain possession, and we're pressuring them. We can get into our attack pattern and score a try here. If not, for demonstration purposes, we want to show what happens with the defensive realignment and what our responsibilities are. Again, number 4 is moving to the middle of the field for a kick back from defender G. We can assume here defender F has regained the ball, and we have now a 3-on-3 at this tackle contest. Our supporting player number 3 and number 2 must get across the field. We are very much at a numeric disadvantage. If this breakdown from the defense is clean, a few passes puts them into space in the middle of the field, which is no bueno. All right, so we've worked across. We've slowed the breakdown down. They've got possession, but they're not in a position to attack. This is good for us. We have the field covered, and we do not allow a lot of options with the attack. What we want to do here is move the sweeper back into the middle of the field, and we have defenders 5, 3, and 2 really want to pressure the middle of the field. They have a short porch to work with. These passes are going to be under stress, and likely they will cause a lot of confusion with the attack. They can't get depth. They can't really work from here. So this is very beneficial for our defensive pressure. If it works out, that defender number 5 on our side can call chaos. We can counter ruck here and put a lot of pressure there. It's okay if we give up some penalty at the breakdown. We can reform and restructure, and they'll likely kick it right back to us. So we want to talk about Torpedo. Torpedo, again, is a ball that's kicked on the ground or a grubber. It's the same line of run, but it's important to note that attacking player number 5 makes this kick. Instead of number 4, where missile, the ball is going to be in the air for a lot longer, we need to have more of our supporting players chase the ball. Attacking player number 5 has the ability to attack the gain line, and it's a 3-on-2, and they can bump the ball forward more towards the center line of the field for 6 and 7 to attack. But again, the support lines are run, and the player who moves off the ball is number 4 in Torpedo, and we can still attack with 3 here. So Missile and Torpedo are attacking plays. It's very, very important to note that as coaches, we can provide input here to what we see, but it's on the player's creativity and ability to recognize the picture in front of them to create. You're not going to call Missile or Torpedo from the sideline. Let the players run this, let the players be creative, and let the players win in this contest. All right. Nuke is a clearance kick. When we are winning lineouts and we feel that we can control any sort of set piece play from the team, we can be comfortable in kicking it away. We also understand that when we call this play of Nuke, what we want to accomplish is territorial gain and running minutes off the clock. We're ahead at least 2 tries, and we want the attack to work the full field. So we'll take it from a line out here in the far side. Again, the reason we want to take it from our attacking right side of the field is most players in our level can't kick with their left foot. So it's very hard if we put the ball into what's called a coffin corner. So we win the line out, and we have a transition player, number 4. We'll move the ball to number 3. We are, again, giving up our attack in order to kick the ball away and gain territory. We are looking to put it into the coffin corner, all right, in the train tracks, which is the 5-meter and 15-meter line, in front of the try line, in between the 22. That's a dead spot. The only person that can get there is the offside wing defender A and the previously scrum half defender G trying to cover over the top. So again, 3 needs to drive the ball, whether it's on the ground or in the air, but it needs to be in that space on the other side of the 22. Our hooker, number 2, who just threw the ball in, will move into a sweeper role, and 4, 3, and 1 must chase as a trio. This is our attacking trio, and this is how we want to close the gap and put a lot of defensive pressure on the ball that has landed into the coffin corner. So in loose play here, we really want to try to be athletes. Hopefully our players have the front foot with some aggression at this breakdown. Structurally, from the line out, our tail gunner and our jumper must move to the middle of the field in order to regain our defensive line. Coordination from our sweeper number 2 brings them into position. In this case, we have lost the breakdown. They have recovered the ball. But again, just like Missile and Torpedo, we want to put pressure on the first receivers. We have them on the back foot. We have them in a very, very bad position. Hopefully they kick the ball back or make an errant pass and we gain a turnover, soft knock, forward pass, something loose here, where we can build a good attacking platform.